Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so I almost said Capricorn. I'm sorry, Libras. I just did a Capricorn video, and so Libras, let's get into this one for you guys. So obviously we've changed backdrops for the week, and I want to look at the direction that a character may be choosing, like what's their internal compass saying. We got a magic stream for our Libra. All right, so we've got someone that has tapped into the flow of the universe. They are more, I'll say, divinely guided. They are more magically guided right now. Wow, we have dry desert and we have come together. Okay, this is going to be probably all about love. I feel like this is a romantic relationship, and I'm just going to read it as such. There has been a time period where Libra has been way out there on their own, maybe gaining clarity. Perhaps they had to, sometimes we have to walk through different landscapes of life. Just like if we're traveling someplace, we've got, a vacation destination in mind, but to get there, have to drive 7 hours across. Like, some stretches of a road are not super awesome, but to get to our destination is so worth it. And to actually enjoy that time period where things could seem vacant. A vacant space can be a big benefit sometimes. A big, wide open, energetic space can actually be wonderful. A vacant energy is sometimes a big, like, breath of fresh air, because things are not, they're not super intense. They're not stirring up all kinds of problems. Sometimes it's wonderful to have this vacant, open space to clean our energy and to even connect with ourselves. And now we're ready for coming together. Now, this could also represent that Libra has a very special person who has either lived in a different lifestyle than they have or been in a different location than they have been. And each one of them has had some life building energies, some like character building moments, something that they had to deal with, something that they had to go through, and now the time is here for unity. I can only see right now that we have a relationship is fast approaching, because the time, like, let me put it this way, the direction that Libra's life is going is bringing them to togetherness, which is so crazy because we just got that heartbreak. This could be that a relationship that had tremendous heartbreak in it once upon a time, at long last, these two can come into union. There must have been a reason that they couldn't before. And I doubt it's because one or the other hurt the other one's heart. I think that there was a reason that they couldn't come together. Well, Ace of Swords is here in the reverse, and the Spirit of Cups. And this Ace of Swords would normally be like, the messenger and the migratory, like the return of truth, the return of information. This says there was a lack of, somebody wasn't listening to their guides, particularly when it came to their emotions. Now we have a Queen of Cups here. Either this is a situation where Libra and the other person, perhaps both of them, struggled with like accepting offers of love. I mean, that could have been the thing. They both might have had old wounds, old heartbreaks, and that made it really hard for either one of them to believe that someone could love them like that, because it's not what they had known. My impression right now is all of this is going to be a shared journey, a shared energy. So I'm thinking that Libra and this person had a similar path to take. How they healed from things were completely different. Tell me about just the magic stream. That's definitely the card specifically for Libra. Present moment. We've got all this little magical energy floating around here. The card color tones are the same. This is beautiful. I think that our Libra is in, I feel like this light, airy, joyful. Like I picture somebody giggling. I picture a Libra like, maybe they really like those soft sea foamy green and light turquoise and sage green. It just all kinds of like really subdued, really beautiful water and earth tones right now. They may have some succulents. There's a lot of water here in these two cards anyway, because succulents, the plant here, they have those big, thick, chubby leaves because they hold a tremendous amount of water in their leaves. And it just kind of feels like I think our Libra is in a place where they're very emotionally filled. They're feeling like, oh my gosh, I have a bunch of really good vibes, a bunch of really good emotions, and I'm in a place where I feel terrific. Tell me about the dry desert. We have the King of Wands, and we have the Chariot. Whatever journey this character had to take, they could be a King of Wands, it could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. They could also be a Cancerian, doesn't have to be. But they have done some kind of work. Maybe they had to test themselves. Maybe they had to spend some time in solitude. Um, I feel like this person looks good with a tan. I feel like this King of Wands is somebody who they could have a kind of luxurious or flamboyant style about them. Whether they're masculine or feminine, they show up as both here. Um, doesn't matter. I never care about genders anyway. But they are a very magical person as well. They literally have a magical wand, which is a terrific energy for Libra, being that they're in the magic stream. Both of these characters had to heal their hearts and get back to believing in the magic of life and not just the hurtful aspects of life that kind of shatter us. Both of these characters are incredibly powerful. Libra is powerful and deeply spiritual and very gifted emotionally. This character is their gifts are a little bit different. Their magic comes from their heart space. They also, though, talk about playful energy. We have dolphins swimming together, laughing together, talking together, playing together. Dolphins are very, very playful, very communicative, and very intelligent. And I think this King of Wands could be really good with their words in particular. They could be an excellent communicator. That could be part of their gift. Maybe they can, maybe they're a great orator, or maybe they're the life of the party. I almost feel though like this would be something to do with like a career path for them, or something that they have been good at. Like if they give presentations or something, they might be very engaging. People naturally like them, but they had in this gregarious energy that they have, they also were really in a more solitude energy for a period of time, because they kind of hid wounds behind this more outgoing persona. And so they really did have to heal at a deeper level, just like our Libra had some healing to do as well. They kind of had to be washed clean and restore their emotions. I do not feel like this is two people who hurt each other. I feel like these are two people that were actually wounded at some point in time. And the time for them to meet, or the time for them to come together and now be able to believe that each of them loves the other one, they're just now in that head and heart space where they could actually believe that. There was an element of disbelief here. Tell me about the come together card. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, I will say this, at some point in time in the midst of all of this, these two have not spoken in a while, and they might have actually ended things on a harsh note, but these two have been dreaming of each other. They've been visiting each other in the astral realm, or that 5D realm. There is a connection somewhere out there that exists for these two. They feel it. They know that they're somehow kind of bonded to each other, even if it's at a great distance. They are very much aware that something is shifting inside for each of them. Libra and this person feels something shifting inside of them. I want to say, Libra, that you guys had a storyline that was like this last week when I used this deck, and I'm thinking of this because I just felt compelled to reach over and grab this deck. You got End of the Earth. To me, this represents the end of their struggles. The earthbound energies of like, okay, I've been heartbroken. I need to spend some time alone. I need to kind of test myself. I need to walk across the desert. I need to reclaim, who I am. And then I need to rebalance my energies so that I can be that spiritual being, and I can have a little, like, I'll say a better connection to my higher self. Like each one of these characters, Libra and this person, both had like some earthbound journey that they had to take separately before they were going to be able to come back together and break that silence. They're already in the state of starting to connect They're already coming together. Libra and this person are already coming together. And I feel like that's kind of a similar message that we had last week when I used this particular deck. It's very much in the 5D realm right now that these two are moving toward each other. They're thinking a lot about each other. They're thinking about breaking the silence that has existed in the 3D realm. Let me get one more out of this deck and then we'll change over. We got two. We have the Watchers and we have Welcome Home. Okay, so absolutely lovely energy. All the ancestors are coming out saying, listen, Libra and King of Wands, the two of you already know. You already know. We've been watching you. We've been overseeing this. We know that you've had these journeys to take, but if there's one thing that the ancestors might suggest to our characters, it's that our time on this earth in our corporeal bodies is only so long, and then we become spirit entities. But there's a lot of beautiful fun things you get to do. You get to kiss people's lips when you still got your physical body. So although the spirit plane is super awesome and super exciting, and there's a lot that goes on up there, and you want to be tapped into that too, just know that it should govern your actions on the physical plane. And the physical plane is where you get to eat fudge brownie sundaes, and you get to kiss those lips of the people that you want to kiss, and you get to go home and you get to wake up next to the person you want to wake up to. So go back to the person that everything is about. Libra and this person, they keep feeling this pull toward each other. And like the ancestors are all saying, hurry it up and go get back to each other. You guys, you've done some of the big lessons you had to. There's nothing stopping you from having a lovely time on earth together now. We've been watching over you, cheering you on, guiding you through your personal journeys of laying some things to rest, getting over heartbreaks, and now go live your best life in these years that you still have on this planet. Got plenty of years to make them good, but make sure you go get busy building that house together. Build the life together that you want to have with this person that you think about all the freaking time. We've been watching over this process, and come on now, there's nothing stopping you to go. I feel like the ancestors are like, get together. The two of you need to get together. And this could be like the entire lineage of ancestry, right? We've got a whole big old group. This is like, look, all of our lives happened before you could even be born. This is like the great grandfathers and grandmothers and everybody in between saying all of our lives played out before you could be born. So this is really your time to kick up your heels. And the one thing we would wish for you guys is, build the best life that you can with the people that you love in this lifetime. Enjoy that, because our happiest years when we were alive was when we were doing the things with the people we most cared about. So if you know who you care about, if you put aside some heartbreaks and you can have success together, don't wait another minute. Get back together and just start building. I think that's what this is. I think that's why they're already thinking about each other. They're dreaming about each other at night. The ancestors are probably like helping tune in that like spiritual frequency so they can hear each other better. I feel like the ancestors are very much pro this relationship. And the sun, again, be in the sunlight, be direct, go after your happiness. Don't wait for anything. That's what the message is for these characters. Are they going to do this then? Because we can see that the time to come together is now. They've been dreaming about it. Libra and this person keep dreaming about it. Are they going to do it? We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is a really important relationship that hasn't come back into union yet. But here's the thing. If this card had been upright, I would still put this in the 5D realm. They already know that they're connected in the 5D. They need to bring it together into the 3D. So we do need to leave the 5D realm and bring it home. Bring it to, we're going to be together in this lifetime. So it's actually, I don't mind that card is in the reverse. It still says they are like in progress of this. We haven't seen them successfully reconnect with each other, but that's where the storyline has taken us. We're right on that precipice, and we can see why it's happening. We can see why the time is now. So how does this happen? Ace of Cups. As always, it's when hearts want to give an offer. It's when hearts are filled with the desire for peace. We see the dove flying overhead being reflected in our otter's little abalone shell. And it's cute because, you know, otters like link little arms when they're out at sea and they're taking naps so that they don't get drifted apart with the tide. And I just think it's sweet that they link arms when they sleep in the sea. I'm wondering if that plays a role, like maybe these two, you know, really have a longing to be like, you know, tangled up in each other at night, you know, just holding hands when they fall asleep or something. They could both have that be like the primary motive. Like what they dream of is, I just really want to like link arms with you. My heart wants that. That higher perspective is really going to drive them into action. This is the Hanged Man in any other deck, but it's a very non-traditional Hanged Man because it's not so much about delays. It's about seeing things from the higher perspective. And I think everything that the ancestors have been out there like chanting and overseeing, like, come on, get together, come on, get together. I feel like their hearts are going to make this thing happen. I don't know who's reaching out to who. I don't know that it even matters per se. King of Pentacles. It may be the masculine who is going to be doing the reaching out. So whoever is in the role of the masculine, basically whoever's going to be doing the action taking, because that is the energy of the sun. Whoever embodies the role of the masculine, doesn't matter if that's Libra or the other person, but the action taking energy is coming from the sun, whereas the moon is a gravitational pull. That's the feminine energy. So whomever is playing the role of the masculine in this, I don't mean a man, I'm talking the energy. I don't talk about genders in my stories. I always go with the energies. But whomever is in the flow of the masculine is the one who will be reaching out. But it is time for union for these two, and both hearts are ready for it. Both hearts are prepared. That's a beautiful message. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being with me. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye.